everybody, back to the Real Ridiculous podcast. I'm Shawn.
I'm Loren.
Today's gonna be a gaming episode. We're gonna be talking about a little bit of gaming. I'm super hyped. We had the Game Awards recently. Elden Ring. Elden Ring is like a Souls game, made by From Software, and it's like it's not a part of the Souls series, but it's like made by the same developer. But Lauren, you had some questions about that, right? I guess.
Right. So, because I've seen you sent gameplay to me like way before too, even before this drop. But so at first I was like you could do more in Elder Scrolls, blah blah blah. But at the same time, like from what I'm seeing, and I think this is why you like it more,
Yeah.
and why I think I like it more too, is basically just back to the basics, bro. You could just mix two things, mix a potion. That's it. That's all. You don't
Right.
gotta go get this fucking ring from a corpse and then some potion from East. It's like, bro, Elder Scrolls started doing too much.
Too extra shit. Yeah, same thing with like Fallout, with their like Fallout games, and I think we talked about that before. Like why we didn't like Fallout 4 so much is because it's too extra.
Right, for sure. And what's crazy is I like Fallout 4 story more than 3, but if it had three's gameplay, it would have been like a goat to me because the story was fire, but it was just too much. I'm not trying to build a whole
Civilization.
village. Like, come on, bro. I'm trying to go on adventures and shit.
Or so like just to be clear, like so are you saying that like well, hold on, let me start with this. So did you watch the Elden Ring video I sent you or no?
Yeah. And I saw how they were explaining like the moves where you stop forward and it could go up,
Yeah,
or
bro.
then you could switch it up. Like that's fire.
Yeah.
Elder Scrolls, they wasn't really. I don't recall them having stuff like that where you can mix it up
Bro,
mid attack.
not at all. Not at all.
Right.
So what's special about this that I didn't know, and that's why I wanted to really like deep dive a little bit into this with you, is that so they literally took the combat from Bloodborne and Sekiro and fucking Dark Souls and put it all into this one game, Elden Ring. And it gave me goosebumps because I was just like, dude, it's so fucking diverse. Like just all the different combat mechanics that you can do now. So just to kind of like, for those of you who are listening, like, Souls games like the Dark Souls games or Demon Souls, they're kind of basic. When it comes to combat, I mean, you're able to like put weapons in each hand, and then you can two-hand a weapon also, and they all have their different move sets, if that makes sense. For those of you who don't know, so the thing is, there's no sneak mechanic in that game. In Sekiro, there is a sneak mechanic. There's also jump in Sekiro. In Dark Souls, there's kind of like a jump button, but not really. You have to like run and then, tap the same button again, like the dash button again in order to jump, but you have to do it while you're running. So, there's some, little bit of strategy there. With Bloodborne, I believe there's no jump button also. It's been a while since I played it. Yeah, but the thing is with Bloodborne, there was like a counter system, where you're able to like, you parry at a certain time or whatever, and then you're able to do like this death blow. And then there was also like a death blow move from behind if you're able to sneak up on an enemy. And there's also the same, like a similar thing in Dark Souls as well, but like it's not implemented the same. Bloodborne's a little bit faster in the combat mechanics also, and same thing with Sekiro. So they like put all this shit in fucking Elden Ring, which I know me talking about it doesn't really do it justice, but like, if you're intrigued by any of this, like, check it out. Especially if you like high fantasy games, dragons and shit. Oh yeah, and you get to ride on horseback, which is fucking fire. And then combat on horseback, which adds a whole new dynamic. I don't want to rant about it too much, but Lauren, if you got, I don't know if you got any questions, but you can.
Yeah, nah, like so I just ran back like the old gameplay that you sent me,
Mm-hmm.
and this dude and Elder Scrolls was not doing this shit. This
Or
man turned like his sword or spear into a double-headed spear, and it was like flamed up too. Like
yeah,
that shit is fire, bro. Like,
yeah, man. So now, what game is this? Like, just for our viewers.
oh, Elden Ring, same
Okay,
thing. So I
just
went back and I'm
another.
looking at old clip you sent,
Got
and
you.
like the dude just transformed his whole weapon, like you said you can do in Bloodborne when we were talking the other day.
Yeah, yeah.
Transformed
So
his whole shit and went and fought a boss. Like that's
yeah,
fire.
yeah, man. So what's really special about Elden Ring is that they're like implementing like a lot of magic also. Like it seems to be very heavy on magic and having that like the melee combat so in depth also is very special. There's also a new thing that they're adding in Elden Ring uh with the combat mechanics where they're allowing you to change your move set. I don't know if you got to that part in the video, in the new video I sent you, but
I believe I did. Yeah.
where you're
Was
able
it
to
when he started like meditating?
well, yeah, there's like a rest point where you're able to change your go through your stats and stuff like that and like either level up or change your move set. So
Right.
that's something new that's brought to the Souls series, I guess, or not Souls series, but these Souls like games, where you're able to change, like, so like you have like a standard attack where with this particular weapon, let's say a broadsword, and it's like an overhead, it starts with like an overhead attack and then goes into like a thrust,
Mm,
you can change it from, okay, either doesn't start with the overhead attack and it goes straight into a thrust, and then you can do overhead attack after the thrust. Like you can change the order of shit.
wow.
And
Like on what's that game where you can change your move set? Yeah.
like Absolver.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So yeah, very similar to that. And the thing is, like, it opens it up. Like this shit gave me goosebumps when I saw it. I was like, yo. So not only can you do that for that weapon that they were showcasing, but you could do it for like every fucking weapon. And
For
I'm
real.
like, yo, that's bugged out. So I started seeing like, yo, why people were hyped about it, and like a lot of people had the pleasure of doing the network test demo. And yeah, man, it's like it's definitely, I could see it easily being game of the year for 2022, man.
Wow. On the
Easily.
real,
Yeah.
so talking about like the move set though,
Yeah.
I feel like because those type of games are difficult. Like I told you when I was playing Bloodborne, I
Yeah.
couldn't get past the wolf and shit, and you were like, "Yo, you gotta run past that." Like the
You
games are
could.
hard, so
You could run past it.
I feel like they're gonna make it so okay, you made your move set, but this boss is too quick for your move set, so you're gonna have to switch your shit up.
Absolutely.
Or
Absolutely. And the thing is, even normal enemies too. Like it just opens it up for so much like player skill and then different combinations. Like the community is really gonna come together. Like the Souls community in general are really fucking epic because like they come up with all these different types of epic fucking ways of creating your character and like paths to follow in order to be most efficient.
right.
And yeah, very, it, that video I sent you, for anybody who's interested, you could check out Fighting Cowboy, I believe his YouTube is, but dude is epic. He does like tons of coverage on fucking on Souls games. And yeah, he does an excellent showcase of the weapon sets and just the different classes also he does. But yeah, so yeah, anybody who's interested in that, yeah, check that out.
I know you're
For
gonna
anybody,
hate me, bro. I
yeah, no
gotta
problem.
say this, man. And I guess we'll have to like bet $5 on this shit or something.
What's
But
that?
you said Elden Ring might be game of the year,
Yeah,
bro. I've been seeing like a lot of Dying Light 2 footage.
yeah.
If they stick to what they're doing and there isn't a lot of glitches when it drops, that's game of the year for me, bro.
No, I hear you. I hear you. See, and this is what's tough. Like Oh man, see, this is very exciting. It's very, I'm so fucking hyped. No, because I ain't gonna lie, yo, I'm so fucking hyped because you're right. You know what? And the thing is, like, a lot of things, like I'm changing my mind about a lot of things I've said because earlier this year I was like, yo, fuck Elden Ring. Yo, I don't even understand why people are into it, but yo, I gave it a chance. I let it in. I saw. I'm like, okay. Same thing with Dying Light 2, bro. We had a conversation where I was like, yo, it's the same fucking thing. Nope, bro. I watched the gameplay, some more recent shit. I'm like, oh, dude, I see, or I don't know, maybe it's just the season, because this is gaming season right now. It's winter. This is where most people do their most epic gaming, or good at long sessions or whatever. But yeah,
Right,
bro, I
right.
agree. There's a lot of contenders for fucking game of the year in 2022. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough.
Oh, God of War's coming out too, right?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. And then you got Horizon Zero, not Zero Dawn, but Forbidden West.
Oh yeah.
Dude, it's gonna be fucking crazy, crazy. There's some other ones too that I can't even think of right now, but yeah, a lot of contenders, man.
Damn, yeah, it's gonna be a good year next year. Especially like as you know, I love God of War. I'm actually I'm gonna try to run that back on the hardest difficulty. I'm
Yeah,
probably gonna quit because I know myself, but it is what it is. But bro, that story, especially like including like the Marvel series in it, like that shit is just crazy to me.
yeah, yeah. With
Crazy.
spoilers, but you're talking about Thor.
Oh shit.
I
Yeah,
mean,
word, my
nah,
bad.
nah. Because the thing is, if anybody don't know by now whether you played it or looked at videos, it's like, whatever.
That
Get,
ass. That shit came out like 3 years ago.
exactly. So get on your shit. And too bad we spoiled it for you. Thor's in it at
That
the end.
ass.
So, but yeah, man, definitely something on my list of games to get into. I gotta. It's just see, and this is the beauty about gaming, but at the same time, it could be frustrating for certain people. Is like, you have two different kinds of gamers. You have like those. Well, you have a variety of gamers, but I'm gonna list two. You have like the hardcore 100%ers that they gotta fucking finish games and do one thing at a time. That's where I fall. um I could bounce maybe from one game to another, like two games I could balance. um because like right now I'm still playing Tribes of Midgard, which is gonna have season 2, even though that's another game I said that sucked and I'm fucking addicted. I'm addicted to. I'm a hypocrite, yo, when it comes to games. But so, and then I'm playing Demon Souls Remake on PS5, and just falling in love with that game like I did with Bloodborne. And yeah, man, it's just like to I can't do three games as much as like you and Cam. Shout out to Cam. Talked about
Yo, that
uh
ass.
talked about God of War. It's like it's gotta wait, for me, because I gotta get into it. You know what I mean? Like I like to absorb. It's like a movie for me. Like I gotta be just focused on that.
I
So
can't lie, bro. I know I keep saying this to you, and I mean I haven't really had time to play. I mean now I will. I'm back. I'm trying to save money. Fuck all these trips. But
yeah,
bro, I really think you're gonna fuck with Returnal, man. Like no
no,
bullshit.
bro, I don't doubt it at all. I don't doubt it at all. Oh yeah, and let me like I was missing my fucking. I didn't make my second point. So you got the other gamer that will dabble. You know what I mean? Like they'll play a game here, play a game here. They're not really particular on like either beating it or I mean it's not like a dead set. They're not dead set on beating it. So um people hop around. So
Facts.
but yeah, man, I don't doubt it. Like Returnal, that's another game that's on the back burner for me. It's like I know once I play that, I gotta be just playing that because that
Word.
game requires a lot of fucking like patience and just oh man, going through shit over and over again. It's like oh boy, that's gonna
That
be fun.
ass, bro. I was like an hour in, and I was like, oh, I'm killing this shit. I got caught slacking, and this motherfucking alien just fucked me up. It didn't kill me though, but I couldn't find like a health source. So I'm like, fuck. And I'm now right now. Well, I restarted it because I quit. But I was trying to figure out how I could continue, like, because I know if I die, it's all gonna switch again.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like, did
Word.
you know that going in?
Yeah. So that's why, like, bro, every time I play this game, I try mad hard. Like,
Damn,
try mad hard because you can memorize the map if you don't die, but once you die, you're fucked.
damn. I mean,
Word.
is it like so for like all right, obviously I didn't really, get into it. But for other people who didn't get into it, like is it something where is it easy to die? Like is there certain points where it's like, okay, I can get through this and this and this, no problem. But then you reach a point where it's like, okay, this shit is tough. Like how's the game mechanics like exactly, or how
Um,
the
I
play?
wouldn't say it's easy on the real, bro. You're gonna be like, what? It's honestly, I can't call it. So the first time I ever played, I'm going through. It's like different sections. So you get through a section on the map. You'll have like a few common enemies. Kill them. Bust a left. You go through that room. There's nobody here. You find some items. All right. Bust a right. All of a sudden, there's this huge monster takes a swing at you and you're dead.
Oh, that's
It's
fucked.
like
Yeah, that
word. So
sounds.
you always got to be on your shit. Like you cannot slack at all.
Got you. Okay, so that sounds very challenging.
Very, bro.
Damn.
And that it resets all the way back and you can't turn it off. So like you have to play it. Like the only thing I don't like about it, it's easy to play like button configure wise, but like the depth of it, because I got to one part where you have like these crystals and you can put them into three different types of pillars, and it's like, all right, but I don't know what these pillars do because they didn't really explain it. Um, but that's the only thing I don't like about it so far. But other
Oh,
than that, this game is pretty fucking dope.
so there's like a lack of explanation with things.
Yeah, they basically throw you in and say, figure it out.
Oh, that's hot. So that's a lot like, yeah, I'm gonna definitely have fun with that. That's a lot like the Souls games because
Oh,
they and the thing is like not to keep harping on the Souls games, but like they they really, it's almost like you never stop learning new shit, like even as you get towards the end, like if you ever give Bloodborne a chance or any other, or even Demon Souls, if you do try that on PS5, it's like if you do give it a chance, you'll see that as you progress, like there's more and more things that open up that make the game easier, I guess, or just new mechanics that, like your player skill gets so vastly increased by the time you reach the end of the game. You're just like, oh, the beginning, boom, boom, boom. You just knock it out real quick.
right, right.
And I feel like Returnal will probably, like based off of how you described it, it sounds like that's this very similar.
Very similar, bro. Because the health is like scarce,
Mm.
very scarce.
So as you go through it, you're like able to level up and get more.
Right, right. Yeah, like so I think the second time I went through, I didn't even encounter the first boss that killed me because the whole room, like the whole world switched. I got a new gun, saw a new cutscene, but then I died, so I lost all that shit. Went back again, got a different gun piece. Like it, bro, it's wild. It's
Damn.
wild.
So you got to be able to adapt and like fucking just roll whatever you get.
Exactly.
Damn, it's so random.
So random. That's why I fuck with it. I get like Metroid vibes from it, even though it's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
like linear, but
Well, I mean, you have the female, astronaut type, you know what I mean? Like
right,
Samus.
right.
So,
Right, hell yeah. It's like so basically it's a 3D harder Metro. Or I said Metro, Metroid.
yeah, yeah. No, I get that. That's
Word.
dope though.
Fire, man.
Yeah,
Fire.
shout out to Housemark. They fucking definitely killed it on that one.
See, that's what I'm saying. You be knowing the companies and shit.
I mean, hey, gotta know. See, I don't only do that just because of like, you gotta know who makes bullshit and then who's making good shit. You know what I mean? And then like this way you could follow it. That's the only reason why I do it.
No,
So
it's smart. Very smart. Like, I know EA,
yeah,
Capcom. Like I know the basic ones.
right. Well, I mean, but even them, Capcom, amazing. Like that fucking company has flourished so much, and they have shown like not only were they good back in the day, but they have continuously gotten better.
Right.
Like with everything that they made. I don't think there's a single fucking game that they made in the last 20 years that I'm like that was trash. Oh no, they have made some trash, but I mean like, I don't know how to word it. It's like,
Their success rate is very high.
yeah, man, they're like 90% success rate. That's a better
Word.
one. Yeah, 90% I would say of their shit that they put out is just fucking fire. You know, from the Resident Evils to the fucking Mega Man to the fucking what else they got? I don't even know. Dragon's Dogma was fucking fire that people slept on. Um I don't even know. Yeah, just too much fire coming out of that company, you know.
I know one thing though where they're fucking up.
Yeah, what's that?
And I'm a part of this group too, this community. Mega Man Battle Network. We're waiting on like the 20-year anniversary type shit that they
Mm.
did for Mega Man Zero, and they just never dropped that shit.
So
We're tight.
so like a collection, or is it like
Yeah,
a
the collection shit.
re-release?
Right. The
Got
collection.
you.
Yeah.
Got you.
They
Well,
gotta drop that. Cause the Mega Man Zero joint, I got that on the Switch. That shit is hot. And it has like all like gallery work and art concept. Like that shit is fire. They gotta do the same for Battle Network. Like they slacking. That was my
for
favorite. Like
sure.
that's still one of my favorite games ever.
Yeah, they busy though, bro. They making Resident Evils.
You right. You right.
Nah, but that's no excuse though. They got different divisions. They could do whatever, you know. I mean,
That's what I'm saying. And it's not hard to re-release that. Like, bro, there's emulators. Like, that's what I'm saying. I could play it. There's nothing
right.
wrong with it, but I want like some like a
Got you.
collector's item.
Yeah. Yeah.
Word.
I got you. Yeah. Oh yeah, Devil May Cry also. Forgot about that franchise.
Hey, shout out to that.
Yo, definitely. Yo, Capcom, salute to you, man. Like y'all
Word.
listen. Y'all listen to your fans, kinda. Except for the Mega Man shit.
Yo, you know what else is pissing me off, but not really because I'm not falling for it anymore.
What's that?
Like, Rockstar's never gonna drop GTA 6, bro.
Nah, they got it. It's already. They said it's being developed.
Bro, I,
It's
granted, this
already.
is smart because people are dumb and they keep giving into it and
Yeah.
giving them money. So I would do it too. But it's like me looking out from the outside in because I don't really play Grand Theft Auto like that. It's
Yeah.
like yo, they've been saying this shit is in development. I'm gonna say going on 4 years now,
Right.
right? But
Well, I would say even longer actually, because like you got to figure when most game companies like when they're done doing a project, they'll kick off and go immediately into the next project. So with the exception of maybe Red Dead, you know that I'm pretty sure that they worked on Red Dead 2 right after GTA 5.
right,
But I think right after Red Dead was done, they went right into GTA 6. So um yeah, man, I mean it's tough. So here's the thing. I know people, and the thing is I had to tell myself this what I'm about to say, because I used to be like, yo, what the fuck? Yo, they need to drop it. Like, come on. Um the thing is like, would you rather wait, all right, and then technology's getting better and then they're able to implement these new mechanics where you're able to do next gen shit, or would you rather them just put it out now with basically having a rehash of the same game?
you right, you
You
right.
know what I'm saying? So I tried to keep that in mind. And then Rockstar, oh man, Rockstar's tricky, man, because they have so much like they have so many great games in their arsenal that they could fucking release.
Word.
Like that they're not, like Manhunt, fucking Bully. And that's the thing too, is that they've been secretly working on Bully 2 also. And there's like
Mm,
little things that have been dropping here and there, that have been confirmed and not rumor, So it's tough, man. I'd rather them not to switch gears, but like just to bring up as an example the Matrix Awaken demo. Did you see it?
yo,
So here's my thing, all right? Case in point right there, bro. I mean, never in a million years I thought we would ever or I'd get to see anything that amazing. Like where it's like I played it too and I'm like, what?
you played that shit?
It's on PS5, bro.
Oh shit! Well, I mean, I just got back. I might have to download that.
Oh yeah, it's up on the PlayStation Network. It's also on Xbox Series X. So if you have either as a viewer, you can check out the Matrix Awaken tech demo from Unreal Engine 5. Well, from Epic Games actually, but the game engine that they're showcasing is Epic's Unreal Engine 5. So but yeah, so what's fire is for anybody who did see the trailer, or even if after you listen to our podcast and you go check out the video, um what's fucking fire is that that's all in game. That's everything that they're showing. It's playable. Well, no, there's cutscenes, I'm sorry, but there's a section where you're able to just play it, and the graphics between the cutscene and the fucking gameplay is identical, so
Or
a lot of people don't know this also, but Tekken 7 is running off of Unreal Engine 4. So imagine the next iteration of Tekken on Unreal Engine 5. And
oh
the
my
thing is,
god,
Unreal Engine 5 ain't even out yet. This is just a demo of what it can do. And there was earlier tech demos also that they showcased earlier this year for Unreal Engine 5. But to see it go from earlier this year's tech demo to this Matrix tech demo is fucking amazing.
for
Um,
real.
Now, keep in mind some of the animations are a little noticeable that yeah, that's a CGI character, but when the fucking moment, like the motions are on point, it's fucking uncanny. They had Keanu Reeves look
Yeah,
identical to himself. So, but anyway, yeah, man. Super hyped about just where I mean, you're a 90s baby, I'm an 80s baby, and it's like, to see gaming go from fucking Nintendo, regular Nintendo, bro, to this is very exciting, man. And just see where it's going is it's amazing. But yeah, man, like gaming is literally gonna get to the point in the next 7 years, man, with the next console, man, I swear we better see some fucking game, like just games need to be on the level where we can't tell the difference from movies,
yo, for real.
so
I remember asking you way back in the day, like the beginning of our friendship, when you were explaining to me how graphics and graphics cards work and blah blah blah, and why we need a fan and a computer and all this. Like you were telling me mad shit, and
yeah,
I asked you, could they make it so it literally looks real life? And you were like, they could, but it would be too much. It would be too much work on the processors and all this shit. I
right.
feel like we're slowly getting to that point though, where it's like gonna look real as fuck.
Oh my god, yeah. I mean, we're fucking borderline there, like so
Bro.
close. And like I said, in time, I mean, I think once Unreal Engine 5, and again, this is not again, but this is just one of many game engines. So this particular game engine, Unreal 5, is just it's like one of the easiest ones for developers to use from what I read. And that's why a lot of game creators use it. And like they're able to create games a lot faster than making their own game engine, and basically working out the kinks in that, and then figuring out the geometry and the lighting, and the textures, and getting all that they want out of the engine, whereas like creating your own is way more tougher. And there's even developers out there who do the this thing where they create the engine and the game at the same time, and they end up going into even more of a hole where the game isn't released for fucking a decade almost, because they're trying to figure out the bugs and what they can get away with memory wise, when it's actually implemented, so but going back to what you were saying with the heat issues, it's like, yeah, we're technology is always advancing, so it's like we're getting to a point where um yeah, man, like fucking heat is still an issue, but they're finding out new ways how to make it more compact.
Right.
So, and that's major key, man. It's like you control the heating and then make it also consumer friendly, like where people can just turn it on, because a lot of people's biggest gripes with like, PC gaming is like, yeah, man, I don't want to fucking have to, first of all, invest tons of money. That's the first problem. Like, you don't want to spend $2,000 on a fucking system that you're just using for gaming. And, number two is like, we got to make it so that people don't have to tear it apart and then add shit and then do all this stuff,
Yeah,
but,
user-friendly shit.
Yeah, man, it's just got to be user-friendly. It's got to be consumer-friendly. Basically, they got to make it so idiots can fucking use it. So,
For real.
Just plug it in, turn it on. That's it, but because like even again, not to sidetrack, but this is kind of ties into it. But like you see the thing with people getting online, they get all fucking pissed off when they had to, they found that they got to add a external M.2 drive to a fucking their PS5 for extra storage, and it's like that just taking off a panel is like it's the end of the world for fucking
surgery.
Yeah, so it's very new to a lot of people. And then also, you figure you drop like almost $600 on a console, you shouldn't have to do that.
Oh yeah, absolutely not.
So that's a big problem. So they're trying to find out ways of doing it. I personally don't understand why Xbox and PlayStation didn't offer different packages like they did in the past, where you have a bigger hard drive, or I'm sorry, bigger SSD on for like different tiers, basically. Like
right.
you get a 2 terabyte fucking SSD in your PS5. I would have copped that.
Right.
Instead of the what is it, 600 and something gigabytes after everything's all system hardware's in. But yeah, man, it's yeah, that's all. But yeah, over time it's gonna get better, man. Technology's always advancing. Things are getting smaller. The smaller the processors are getting, the more able I guess the better they're able to cool them, because you can give somebody like a box, like a small box, and that's your console. And as long as it's not overheating, it's people are happy with that.
Right.
So that's the thing. You want to make it consumer friendly, and you just don't want to take up a bunch of fucking space in your entertainment center.
I got a question for you, man.
Yeah, man.
I feel like you might switch up. Going off of something you just said though.
Bet.
And being that you're a gamer, and this low key, I know you hate it, but this is still one of your loves. I feel like you're gonna say what I think you're gonna say.
All right, we'll see.
All right. Or you'll say what you say now and then switch up in 6 months.
I mean, hey, if it is, it is. Let's have it.
All right. So Tekken drops. So going by what they do normally,
Yeah.
do you think we're gonna get a tag 3 or a 8 first?
Oh man, that's a great question. Fuck. What's fucked up is like I haven't even considered any of that, but yeah, man. I think fuck. I think they're gonna do a tag, man. Honestly, I think they're gonna do a tag crossover with Street Fighter. Honestly.
Yo, I've been seeing that on Reddit. They've been saying, "Yo, it's finally coming." Like that's what they're gonna focus on.
Well, there was a partnership that has already been, I don't know if it expired, but there was a deal that was made a long time ago when what was it? Street Fighter Cross Tekken came out. Where they were gonna do fucking like Namco was gonna do their version, and then Capcom obviously came out with their version first.
Right.
So Namco was gonna do their Tekken version with Street Fighter in it, which they basically did with fucking 7.
For real.
They should see. Oh man, I gotta get into it. So what pisses me off is that it's naming conventions. So I got a big thing with naming conventions, and I'm like, yo, they shouldn't have named Tekken 7 with knowing what they were gonna do. They shouldn't have named Tekken 7 Tekken 7. They should have fucking named it Tekken Cross Street Fighter. All right. In this way, they could do the Tekken mechanics and then have the supers. You know what I mean? And then everybody be happy. But now you got this division where you named it Tekken 7, making it a part of the series, and then you're putting Akuma in there, making him a part of the fucking lore of Tekken, and it's like, stop doing that. That's bullshit. I don't like it. And then also you're putting supers in there. I don't like it. So you
Word.
got that fucking side of, you know, the Tekken fan base who are like, fuck that. Stop doing that. I don't appreciate it. And then you have the other side who is like, I don't care. I just love Tekken. I love Street Fighter 2, and I'm glad they're fucking both in there. And you know what? I like The Walking Dead also, so throw that in there.
Yeah, that's what's like throwing me off. It shouldn't be Tekken 7. I agree with you on that. I personally, it's not one of my favorites.
Yeah,
I think Tag 2 might be my favorite. That was my shit. But
I'm with you on that one.
it's I still like it per se. They're
Yeah,
just, having the supers, like you busting somebody ass online. Somehow they come back and then it's toe to toe and they throw out a super and win. It's like that's not skill to me, bro.
yeah,
Like
it's same,
throw these hands.
same. And that's what separated Tekken from everything else. I mean, granted, you got, you know, DOA, which is like good, but it was like
It's like
the
that's the government cheese or like
yo, dead ass.
the
So
only thing I will give them though, that counter shit I fuck with.
yeah.
You have you played it or
No, I have DOA 6. I got it on Steam.
word? I,
Um
I fuck with how you can like counter. If Tekken added like counters, that'd be. I mean, actually, they
they
do have it.
do, they do.
Word. You just got to know how to do it. Like
Right.
I know how to do it with some characters, not
And
all.
parries,
Yeah.
which is fire. But Tekken just took everything that was so fucking dope about hand-to-hand combat and just made it better. Um and that's the thing. There was no supers involved. You need a skill, man. You know? I mean, and granted, I know the Street Fighter crowd and the fucking King of Fighters crowd is gonna be like, well, you need skill to play that too. But it's like it's just too easy to flip the fucking, you know, the table. I mean, you know, turn the tables on your opponent, man, with
Mhm.
supers. So, but yeah, to answer your question, man, I think they're gonna do a tag again, but it's gonna be, yeah, fucking Street Fighter cross Tekken tag 2 or some weird naming convention that they're gonna do, and
Yeah,
I'm gonna
for
hate it.
real.
Either way, I'm gonna hate it.
But my main part is,
Yeah.
so my opinion, bro, like, because you just said it yourself, they're gonna use the new Unreal. Because they're not dropping this for like a minute though. It's gonna be a while. But
Well,
with the
yeah.
new Unreal engine, like, fucking Jin is gonna look real as fuck, bro.
Maybe it depends on the art style that they're gonna do, you know. Because like you seen with Street Fighter Cross Tekken, they went with the, you know, Street Fighter, you know, kind of like anime type style.
Right.
But like with yeah, with Tekken 7, it's more traditional CGI.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know, man. It's either way, if they do use the Unreal 5. And then kind of like piggybacking off of what you were saying earlier about like, GTA 6 needs to come out. It's like it's better like in the case of like Tekken 8 or the next Tekken iteration. It's like, you know, for them to wait and then just to see. So oh man, I get choked up because it's like it's so I get goosebumps, man, because it's like there's just so much that has changed in the last, like, with these new consoles out, bro. Especially like developer. So here's the thing. I got a lot of thoughts going on right now, but I'm gonna make a point. So developers need to do this one thing, if anything. Stop making games for last gen. All right? Stop doing that.
Thank you.
I don't care. You know, I'm sorry for everybody who couldn't cop a PS5. Everybody in my circle has a PS5 except for one dude, you know. And he's planning on getting it now that they as of what's today? December 13th.
Mhm.
Sony announced that they got the color panels coming out for the consoles and the color
Hey,
controllers. So, you know, my other boy, yo, he's like, yo, I'm copping, you know, because he wants the black one, the all black. Um,
word.
so now that he knows about that, he's like, yo, I'm copping a PS5. And then those of you who have Xbox Series X, hey, cool. You know, you can still cop, you know, but either way, for the next iteration of Tekken, This is very amazing. So what people don't understand is that like because of we're getting away from hard drives and we're doing SSDs now and then M.2 drives, it's like the amount of speed and read and write data that we're able to implement now is so goddamn beyond the last gen. You know what I mean? It's like you're jumping fucking 2 generations. You know, because basically we're skipping SSDs and going straight to fucking M.2 drives, which are fucking faster than SSDs. So to put it plainly, like we don't have any more bottleneck situations where the graphics card is waiting on the hard drive to spit out the, you know, to finish, you know, loading the data. There is it's over. It's fucking over. You're getting massive amount of graphics loaded in 10 seconds or less. That is fucking phenomenal.
Word.
Whole worlds are being loaded up in a matter of seconds. So I mean, we see it with Miles Morales. We see
I was just about to say that shit.
bro, Demon Souls remake, phenomenal. The frustration that you used to have to wait on the PS3, like, was so goddamn annoying. Like, you would be waiting 2 minutes, and that everybody knows, yo. You waiting a minute, 2 minutes for something to load, you're frustrated. You're like, yo, and you just died on some bullshit.
Word.
Yo, you can't wait to get back in there. Demon Souls remake, instant fucking load, man. You die, you're back in it like in a blink of an eye. Same thing with fucking Spider-Man. Fucking blink of an eye. Returnal, I'm sure, right?
Yeah, quick.
So, a lot of people, man, you gotta realize like we're jumping ahead, and it's like it opens up the playing field for developers to really go ham on their dreams. Like they could do things that they never have ever been able to do, like because they had to sacrifice things with you know, because of memory management and like data loading. You know, now it's gone. Like you're telling developers, oh, you ain't gotta worry about that anymore. Oh, so I know you watched the fucking Dead Space documentary that they had, right? With the
Yeah, hell yeah.
and then the developer then was talking about all the things that they had to cut that they couldn't do and stuff like that. Bro, the remake, oh, the remake is gonna be so fucking amazing
That
if they
shit is
don't
gonna
fuck
be
it up.
great. I wish the old crew was still there too. It
I
would be even more fire,
but
but
but what's dope though is that they got their blessing, which is good enough for me. I'm like, hey, you get the blessing. Same thing with like Blue Point. So Blue Point remade Demon Souls, and From Software gave them the blessing. So I see that, and I'm like, yo, as long as you get a passionate developer who is like, yo, they know the material, they love they're fans basically, you
right.
know, and they do it justice. Like I will. Quote me on this. I will jump into Dead Space yo, exactly when you do, bro. Like the remake, I'm gonna be right there. Because the thing is, like, I will push everything aside because like to have that horror next gen, oh man. And I've been doing better. Like a lot for people who don't know, I'm pussy when it comes to horror games. Like I can't play them. I don't know what happened. But I used to be in, you know, in deep, but and I'm going on a rant, I'm sorry. But
Are you
yeah.
good?
But I'm just hyped, man. I know I said it before, but like it's like the game awards like really hyped me up, man. Like especially I saw Alan Wake 2 fucking coming out in 2023. I'm hyped for that. And that's gonna be survival horror now instead of like action horror like it was.
Right.
Yeah, very dope. You know. Yeah, I'm just hyped. That's it. That's all I
I'm
got.
waiting for that. I'm waiting for more footage on the Wolverine shit that's gonna drop.
Oh, I forgot about that trailer. Yeah,
Or
yeah. They showed that bar scene.
yeah, I'm waiting for because if it's the same people that did Spider-Man, bro,
Mm. Yeah,
and
because they're gonna do their thing. They're fans,
word.
you know. They're fucking fans, and I'm glad that they're not harping on Spider-Man. They're moving on. Let's do something fresh. You know what I mean? Like it's still
Yeah.
comic book, but yeah, let's just do something fresh.
You know, I was talking about the other day with my boy. they gotta do. So you know how they got all the Marvel movies and basically all of them are fire.
Yeah.
They they gotta do something with X-Men, bro. Like they gotta give it its just due. I feel like so we had the last, I think, trilogy that came out. It was okay. Then the one before that, like early 2000s, those are my shits. They were all right, but
Mhm.
they don't got the like the end game type of, you know what I'm saying? They
Right.
gotta drop
Right.
some shit.
They don't even have an Infinity War.
They don't got the Infinity War type shit.
Yeah,
Like,
that's true. That
and
is
there's so much. Like, I was looking up to like buy for myself, like the X-Men comics, like complete. It goes, I think it was like $380 or some shit. But bro, there's so much they can do with it.
true. Mm.
So much.
Yo,
I
you're
don't
right.
know.
I mean, and you're talking about like just movie wise.
Yeah, movie wise, yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going like gaming wise, because there's a
Oh,
lot they could
no,
do
no,
with
no, no, no.
gaming. There's a lot of things they could do with gaming too.
Yeah, that too. But yeah, I was just
But
talking movie wise.
yeah, yeah, definitely. There's a lot. Ah, man, movies. That's a loaded.
Yeah, that's another podcast for another
Yeah,
day.
we'll save that. But yeah, I agree. You know, like X-Men definitely are not getting their just due.